Someone didn't reach into my pocket and take the money from my wallet. My bank account still shows the same numbers, but something changed. The magic inside these pieces of paper has faded. It's as if someone, every night while I'm sleeping, comes and clips small pieces off the edges of my dollars. My friends, today we are going to leave the economics professors aside. Today we are going to talk about the invisible thief that robs us all every single day: inflation. And most importantly, I'm going to tell you how to stop that thief. Don't run away, because this is your life. Hello, I am Mr. Cashcode. If you're ready, let's begin. Now look, let's be honest. We all had that dream as a kid, didn't we? Why doesn't the government just give everyone $1 million? Then, wouldn't everyone be rich? Imagine, we are on this island, just us. We have a total of $5 and only 5 fresh coconuts. Each of us pays $1 and gets 1 fruit. Life is great. But one morning we wake up and money starts raining from the sky. Now everyone has an extra $5 in their pocket. Now each of us has $6. Are we rich? Unfortunately, no. Because on the island there are still only 5 coconuts. What does our friend the seller do? He sees that everyone has cash, but the fruit is scarce. I used to sell it for $1, but now everyone has $6. So 1 coconut is $6, he says. The result? The amount of paper in your pocket increased, but the amount of fruit that fills your stomach stayed the same. This is exactly what that ghost called inflation is. The amount of money increasing faster than its value. But the real robbery hasn't even started yet. The real painful part is not the rising prices. The real robbery is this thief stealing your time. Most of us think money is just paper, but money is actually crystallized time. You work for a week. You give 40 hours of your life. That money is those 40 hours poured into a jar. In 2010, with 1 hour of your labor, you could buy 2 large pizzas. Today, you work that same hour, but you can barely get 1 slice. The pizza didn't change. You didn't get lazy. The thief came silently, and he stole exactly 20 minutes from your hour. This means you now have to spend more life to buy the same thing. This is why millions of people around the world feel like, I'm working harder, but I'm just standing still. Because the thief, as you earn, he comes from behind and eats away at your savings. Now maybe you're thinking, okay, if it's this bad, why don't we stop it? Why don't we pass a law and fix the prices? Great question, and the answer will surprise you. Imagine a town. There's a bakery in town. The baker makes bread every morning. People come, they buy, life goes on. Now, let's say a law is passed. The price of bread is fixed forever. Sounds great, right? But now, what's going through the baker's mind? Well, no need to rush. Bread won't get any cheaper. I'll buy it tomorrow for the same price. Customers start thinking the same way. No one rushes, no one buys today. Everyone waits. The baker can't make sales. He loses money. And one day, he closes the shutters. In that town, there is no more bread. This is exactly why economists want a small amount of inflation to exist. Only 2% or 3% a year. This small pressure keeps people moving. Prices will go up, so let me buy the house now. Let me invest now. Let me start the business now. The wheels turn. The economy breathes. They allow the thief to steal a little, so that everyone keeps working. A controlled thief, a part of the system, an accepted agreement. But now, we come to the dangerous part. This thief doesn't always stay controlled. Sometimes things go wrong. The government prints too much money. War breaks out. The economy shakes. And that silent, sneaky thief suddenly becomes violent. Venezuela, 2018. One morning, the citizens woke up. Someone went to the market. He wanted to buy bread. He opened his wallet. There was money, plenty of money. But that money was enough for nothing. Because a loaf of bread cost a week's salary. People were no longer carrying their money in bags. They were carrying it in wheelbarrows. The thief had stopped hiding. He was kicking the door down. In Zimbabwe, the situation was even more striking. Inflation was rising so fast that The bread you sold for $10 in the morning was $20 in the afternoon. When you went to the market in the evening, the price tag had changed. Again, people would run to the market as soon as they got their wages, because if they waited an hour, that money would buy less. We are not at that point right now, but Fox, we are not entirely safe either. The difference is this. In Venezuela, the thief broke the door down. In our case, the thief hasn't broken the door yet, but smoke is leaking from under the door, and most people don't notice that smoke until they start coughing. Okay, hold on a second. I told you all this. I introduced the thief. I told you about Venezuela and Zimbabwe. And now you're probably thinking, so what am I going to do? Will I be a victim? No, you can't stop the thief. He is part of the system, but you can run at a speed he can't catch. And the way to do it is much simpler than you think. Let me introduce you to two neighbors. Remember Jordan? Let me show you two different Jordans. Both grew up in the same neighborhood, started work with the same salary. Both had $10,000 in their hands. What did Jordan A do? He went to the bank. He put it in his account. It's safe here, he said. I won't touch it. And for 10 years, he never spent that money. 10 years later, he opened his account. The number still said $10,000. But with that $10,000, he could no longer buy as much because the thief had come every night, silently. In terms of real purchasing power, Jordan A's money had dropped to $5,500. Without spending a single cent, $4,500 were gone. What did Jordan B do? He started with the same $10,000. But he had realized this. If my money stays in the bank, the thief will eat it. Then I must put my money somewhere that grows faster than the thief. He didn't do anything complicated. He just invested in a simple index fund, a silent investment that follows the whole market. 10 years later, Jordan B opened his account, $21,500. Same start, same time. Jordan B didn't just beat the thief. He left the thief behind. Now I need to emphasize something very important here. Jordan B wasn't lucky. He wasn't smarter. He just understood that money can exist in two ways, as cash, in the bank account, under the pillow, seemingly safe, but actually at the thief's table every night, or as an asset, things that grow, reproduce, and breathe, stocks, real estate, or a skill you develop. And here I need to be very honest with you. This is not a get-rich-quick advice. What I'm saying is much simpler. Let the growth rate of your money be higher than its melting rate. That's it. That's the whole game. And the starting point is not $1 million. It's not even $1,000. If you're watching this video right now, you've already reached the starting point. Because the thief always attacks those who are unprepared. You are no longer unprepared. At the beginning of the video, I told you about a thief, a silent thief. Leaves no fingerprints. Doesn't break the door, never gets caught. He comes every night. He sits by your wallet. And from those banknotes, he clips small, tiny pieces. While you sleep, while you work, while you live your life. But the thief only attacks those who are unprepared. And you are no longer unprepared. Now I want to ask you one single question. A year from now, will the power of your money have increased or decreased? The answer to this question is not on Wall Street. It's not in the central bank. It's entirely in the decision you make today. Financial literacy is not a hobby. This is a survival skill. And if you've watched this video this far, you've seen the face of the thief. You've learned the rules of the game. Now it's your turn. Leave a comment below. What price increase shocked you the most this year? Coffee, rent, grocery shopping? Write it. Let's talk. And finally, let me say this. To earn that money, you gave hours of your life. You gave your Mondays. You gave your tired evenings. That money is not just paper. That money is your time. Protect it. I'll see you next week. Because we're going to talk about the exact opposite of inflation. Prices are falling. Sounds great, doesn't it? Believe me, it's not. Deflation is perhaps even more dangerous than this thief. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Take care of yourself. Take care of your hard work. Goodbye.